From West Africa, let's now move to neighboring Uganda, where the Supreme Court has granted former Premier Amama Mbabazi's request to re-examine a declaration form that they say proves the disparity between the results announced and the actual ones on the ground. The ruling came after Mbabazi's lead counsel, Muhammad Mbabazi, successfully filed an application in which he faulted the Electoral Commission for lying to court that they had delivered declaration forms that the petitioners asked for. Moving on, the East African Legislative Assembly has proposed enactment of an omnibus law to harmonize national laws appertaining to the community and to institute an administration law for the Common Market Protocol. The Assembly is of the view that such a move shall cure existing challenges of harmonization of partner state laws appertaining to the community. This is just one of the many issues discussed by the Assembly, which concluded its two-week sitting in Dar es Salaam on Thursday. EALA Speaker Daniel Kidega gave the audience to our Tanzania cameraman Rajab Hassan. This is part of what he had to say.
Yeah, first of all, I would love to start by extending my appreciation to His Excellency President Pombe Magufuli and the entire people of the United Republic of Tanzania for welcoming the Assembly to this great city of Dar es Salaam and the hospitality extended to us. By and large, I would say this meeting has been very successful. We have accomplished most of our set target, I would think up to 99%. We passed key legislations. One and very important one is the Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Bill, which has been pending before the Assembly for almost 3 years. We've passed it during this plenary meeting, so kudos to the members and to the Council of Ministers as well. That, as you may know, is a very important bill to the people of East Africa. This region is still within the red line region of the world in terms of disaster. We are prone to natural disaster, man-made, war, terrorism. All these are very vulnerable points to our region. So this bill has been passed. We have passed fundamental reports, a governance report on the performance of the institutions of some of the institutions of this community, like the Lake Victoria Fisheries Organization, the Inter-University Council. So it's been a great session. Apart from that, we also passed some motions. Like yesterday, I think a very deep motion, a very important motion, extending tribute to the first ladies of the founder fathers of this region, and the Assembly pronouncing itself to invite these three powerful East Africans, the gallant ladies, Miriam Nyerere, Mama Kenyatta, Mama Obote, to come to address the Assembly and explain to us their experience. So that's one of the very, very key things that we did. Apart from that, we're also considering a supplementary budget to help smoothen the administration of the Assembly. And the last and very important report that we considered is the question of the harmonization of the national laws to be in tandem with the regional laws that have been passed, or the treaty and the protocols that have been put in place. Yeah, the Assembly has been grappling with some challenges in relations to dealing with the bills. Two major fundamental challenges that has been facing the Assembly. The first one being the issues of assent. It used to take close to 15 months for the bills to be assented to by the heads of state. We would have to dispatch bills to one partner state. It stays in a partner state for about 3 months, then it moves to another partner. It was very bureaucratic and too long. But this it has been cured. We appealed to the summit that they should be assenting to bills during every ordinary meeting of the summit, and this has been granted by the summit, so for which we're very grateful. So that challenge is now aside. So every time the heads of state meet in the ordinary summit meeting, there will be bills to be on the agenda item. There will be assent to bill. So that has been accomplished. The other one which is left is the implementation or adherence to the EAC laws, which comes to what I mentioned earlier, the question of approximation of the national laws or harmonization of the national laws to conform with the regional law. Most of the partner states have not yet done that. This has been ongoing for over 10 years, so it's a bit frustrating because our laws takes precedence over the national laws on similar matters. So the national parliaments and governments needs to review the laws which are not in tandem with the regional laws and do the necessary work of harmonization. Committee on Accounts always receives a report from the Audit Commission, and the Audit Commission, which comprised of the Auditor General's offices from the partner states, take an audit of the various institutions and organs of the community and the projects and comes out with queries where things are not going on well. And it is the responsibility of the Assembly in its oversight function to go and cross-check with these institutions whether they are complying with the recommendations of the House as brought to the House by the Audit Commission and also other set parameters. So the Committee of Accounts went and cross-checked this with some institutions and raised two fundamental things: that there is improvement. From where we are coming to where we are, there's improvement. But there's still a lot to be done. And there are some notorious institutions that are still not even complying to the set regulation. Others even don't appear. Like I'm told of the Inter-University Council, that literally for the last 3 years or so has not appeared before the committee. So I've directed the committee to reprimand the leadership to make sure due diligence is done in their operations. There's been a situation of financial difficulties, which I think even the partner states in their national budgets, they're experiencing some difficulties. And these difficulties, which are experienced at the national level, is directly translated to the regional level because it affects the remittances of the partner state governments to Arusha. And we have been trying to push the partner states to comply with the commitments they have undertaken to send money to Arusha. You know that the budget of the Assembly is financed by the partner states and the development partners. The partner state aspect or part of the budget is always divided into 5 equal parts, and partner states are supposed to send their portion. Now, in this particular financial year, the compliance of the partner state has been a bit lacking. Right now, as we speak, the budget is performing below 60%, and that's a total reflection of how the community or the integration is progressing. So we appeal to the partner state to hasten their steps in doing this. There are some partner states that have been really forthcoming. We must say kudos to the Republic of Rwanda. They've been really upfront with their contributions.
That, of course, was the Speaker of the East African Legislative Assembly, Daniel Kidega, giving us insights on the just concluded assembly at Dar es Salaam.